Hey, I'm Melissa. As the seasons transition from sunny summer to shorter, darker days of fall and winter, some of us find ourselves getting into a kind of weird slump. For some, this is just a type of boredom or a vague sadness. For others, it's a diagnosable condition called Seasonal Affective Disorder. Today, let's talk about what that is and what we can do about it. Seasonal Affective Disorder, also known as SAD, is a form of depression related to a change in seasons. Usually, SAD symptoms begin in the fall and continue into the winter months. The colder, darker weather begins to suck your energy and affect your emotional state. You may become less motivated, less productive, less focused, and more prone to times of sadness. You may find it difficult to embrace joy on a daily basis. For some, battling an emotional slump is just a matter of getting some sun, activity, and interaction with other humans. As the weather gets colder, we tend to move less, find less to do, and stay inside more often, which can all contribute to feelings of depression and sluggishness. This can happen to anybody. Since occasionally feeling down is just a normal part of being human, the easiest way to deal with a normal case of winter blues is to get up and re-engage with people and life. For those suffering from certain mental health issues or physical complications, seasonal affective disorder may hit them much worse. In those cases, as with any psychological or medical issue, it's important to stick with the doctor's advice. That might mean counseling, therapy, or some other means of managing depression. There's no shame in asking for help when it comes to your mental or physical health. Anyone can be prone to SAD or similar struggles. These kinds of challenges are not a reflection on how faithful and trusting we are with God. In fact, He has given us physicians and allowed advancements in science and medicine for our benefit. We're free to take advantage of the same measures anyone else would. Meditating on God's Word is a good way to remind us that we're forgiven, free, and destined for a better place. We can bring our sorrows to God so He can work through them with us. Then when God reveals His will and trust, we can better understand what's happening and be ready to respond. It's okay to be sad sometimes. We all go through those times. We live in a painful and often depressing world. We aren't expected to always put on a happy face and pretend things are great when they're not. At the same time, we can take heart because Jesus is our comforter and companion in times of sadness. And taking heart does not mean that we don't acknowledge our sorrow for what it is, but it does mean that we acknowledge our ability to turn to God in the midst of depression, whether it is a seasonal sadness or a lifelong struggle. If you're suffering from seasonal affective disorder or just going through a low point right now, we hope we've encouraged you and provided some practical next steps to get you through this time. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We answer questions like this every day, so visit 412teens.org to ask your own spiritual questions.